Progress of technology. From the beginning of time, our earth, the people, and technology has changed continuously. When I was a child, I could remember getting our first television. It was a very large box, much like a big cabinet, that held the television inside. Although it wasn't a very clear picture because there were lines that ran through the screen, we thought we had a miraculous piece of machine. We were able to hear and watch the news, cartoons, and short shows. By the way, there were no dishwashers or microwaves, so everything was done by hand, and by the end of the day, everyone was exhausted. The television was now our special time after a full day. When I began elementary school, we had no computers in the school at all. Everything was on paper. Poor trees. About third grade, we received our first Apple computers in the library. We had 2 of them, but they were huge and bulky. The teachers and principals were so excited and proud to have these new computers. You see, we didn't have programs or graphics like today. We had black screens with green symbols and a keyboard. In order to use the computers, we had to know standard program codes, which was all new to us. Computers were not my favorite. Apple and Macintosh had many types of computers coming out in the early 80s. Of course, we didn't have a computer in our home because they were extremely expensive, and my parents wouldn't have known what to do with them. As the years flew by, technology improved and became more accessible to the public. By the time I reached junior high school, there were a few televisions to share between classes and 8 computers in the library for everyone to share, even the teachers. The only thing I remember being able to do is type up papers and look at information that was already in the computer set up by the administration. Computers continuously got smaller. They were not as large as the ones I had had in elementary. They're about half the size. Before we had the luxury of the internet, all research work was done in the library. We either used microfiche or hard copies to get the information we needed for our reports. In order to find literature or any books, you had to know the Dewey Decimal System, which was a system to organize books in the library. You also learned to use reference books to locate the information you needed. It was very time-consuming. It took days to find what you needed to make notes for a paper. I dreaded research papers. It wasn't until I was in college that the World Wide Web became available for students. I thought this ability to locate information in such a short time was unbelievable. Today, I use the internet to locate everything I need, from directions to information and paying personal bills. As a society, we have come to depend greatly on the internet and the World Wide Web. In addition, the compact size of the computers is very important today for travel and personal use. The span of 30+ years has shown the improvement and dependence on technology. I know I couldn't live without my computer and internet, especially with the work required as a student and teacher. I wonder what the next 30 years of technology will bring us.